Back again with another match review, and we're taking things down south, down. We're going to London. It was the North London derby, and Arsenal move 8 points clear in the Premier League. Tottenham are shite. I think Conte will be out of a job very soon. It was very pish for them. You wouldn't have thought it was a derby, but is anyone actually surprised by this? Arsenal absolutely on fire at the minute. Pumped them for a minute goal, man. Saka had Sessegnon on toast. Watched this more or less straight after the semi-final game between Aberdeen and Rangers. Actually, it was on at the same time, wasn't it? But make sure you check out the review later on the channel. It'll be a co-op review. But in terms of this game, Saka runs down the right, whips a cross in. Lloris saves it into his own net. He had a wee skittery moment before that as well. Lloris is just shite. There's not really too much to say about the guy, man. He's dog meat. He's mince. He's pish. And like Gary Neville can turn around and say, oh, well, you know, in the last 3 years, he's only brought these mistakes. As long as Lloris has been at Tottenham, which has been a pretty long time, I'm pretty sure he's been at Tottenham for like a decade at least, he's been known for a mistake. I mean, he doesn't really make as much at France, but then you could argue he plays far less game for France. So, I mean, it is that way. But Arsenal make it 1-0. Tottenham offer absolutely nothing. Harry Kane was in Salibas' pocket the entire night. Ball falls to Partey. He hits it. What a shot this would have been. This one in rattles off the post. Saka then picks up the ball again. Sessegnon nowhere to be seen. It squares it to Martin Odegaard, who places it in the bottom right-hand corner. Again, though, I say places it. I think Lloris still could save this. Arsenal have a few free kicks, which they could do more on, but they go into half-time 2-0, and at this point, the game's... I mean, it's not done. Of course, if Tottenham get a goal back, Arsenal could crumble. But I think this is a different Arsenal, and I honestly believe that Arsenal are going to go on to win the league. They're 8 points clear, right? I know we're only 18 games in, but like we are essentially halfway because some teams have played 20, for fuck's sake. Some teams have played 18 or 19, which is halfway. But we go into the second half with a few chances. Kane a couple of shots. Ramsdale, though, keeping Arsenal... You know, keeping the clean sheet for Arsenal. Kalinski, Son, Kane, couldn't they absolutely hee-haw. Arsenal, a couple of more free kicks. Nothing really of note. A few wee dodgy tackles. I mean, there was a penalty shout just before half-time where Saliba, fell. And then, fucking Hingy went down, quanting a penalty, man. It was fucking embarrassing. Absolutely disgraceful, that. But Tottenham, they didn't really get anything done. And then Arsenal, they see it out. And then after the game, Aaron Ramsdale gets a boot in his back for a fan. And Richarlison thinking he's a fucking tough man. He's a fud, Richarlison. You're the guy who rolls a boot like a fucking fanny. Obviously, Ramsdale just seems like a dead-on guy, maybe even quiet to a degree, so he didn't really, get stuck into Richarlison, but he should have. And see the fan that kicked him. If the fan's going to kick him, go up and boot him. If you're so much of a tough man, the fan went up and tapped him. Go out like a shite bag. I wish fucking Ramsdale got his gloves and shoved them down his throat, man. But anyway, Arsenal win the North London derby here on the 15th of January. They move 18 points clear. And if you care about the English FIP, if you'd like to see more odd reviews on it, because, I mean, it's alright, but Scottish FIP is where it's at. We're the leading league in the world. England's just pish. They've got no money in it, no TV deals and all that stuff. Oh, you can clearly tell I'm using sarcasm here. If you don't, well, I'm worried. And Joe Aribo is down in 15th. He wishes he was in 15th place. Obviously, it's not Joe Aribo's fault. Come on, Joe. Back up to Rangers, son. But until next time, guys, leave your thoughts down below. Harry Kane will have to find his way out of Saliba's pocket. But until next time, leave your little thoughts down below. Now, they could be big thoughts, man. Just your normal size thoughts. Till then, no. Peace.